clearly?
Yes.
All right.
Doctor, we can hear you.
Hang on. Let me think here. All right. So, hang on. Right. So, I would like to introduce to everyone the person in charge for each division in the School of Electrical Engineering. Okay, first of all, I am the chair which taking care and look after the process of final year project implementation and policy and anything that regards the uh, matter of final year projects. But I have my assistant, big help from basically the coordinator from division. For example, Dr. Rashida, okay, the uh, coordinator for power system and CESS, and then we have Mr. Zaki for EVAT and power electronic drive group, and then we have Dr. Nuzal Ifiana that will take care of the unit, communication unit. Then we have Dr. Afiq, okay, take care the ECE or electronic computer engineering. Then we have Dr. Karul Hamimah, taking care of the mechatronic control or CMED division. And then we have others like Dr. Fadli taking care of the space. For now, I was informed that they're going to be replaced by two other uh, person in charge. And then we have our IT and multimedia master, Dr. Afzan, taking care of the websites basically. So you can find the details, okay, of our contact from the website, the fyp.fke.utm.my. So I think the new website is up and running. Okay, you can find the information, most of the information, and then most of the activity will go through the FYP website. Okay, and as I mentioned, this is the website, the front layout. Okay, you can check out later where, especially at this early stage where we will post the student and supervisor list on the website. And also you can find other information and resources from the FYP website, okay, which can help you to go through, which basically going to help you to go through the final year project from the beginning until the uh, end, or until your completion of your final year project. Okay. So bit introduction. So this is a course compulsory for every enrolled student. Okay, you have to complete before you be awarded a bachelor engineering degree, basically. And for uh, School of Electrical Engineering, we distributed the final year project into 2 semesters. So you will basically work on a task, okay, on a project okay, related to the to the to the to the field of interest or field of work that you uh, choose, okay, or you were assigned to. Okay. Uh, so this is basically a project which you have to complete, okay, mostly by on your own work, or basically you own this project, okay, but you will be closely monitored by a supervisor, okay. So a supervisor, their main task is to basically assist, monitor, and also evaluate. So they will make sure that you are on the track, okay. But okay, you will, to be honest, you will find, or your supervisor, okay, level of um assistant will be vary from one supervisor to another supervisor, okay. But in general, okay, this is your own project, which means that you have to do, or to have to complete the objective, okay. Okay, some supervisor will gladly to help you, okay, even some, okay, uh technically, okay, okay, guide you. I mean, they should give a technical advice, but they shouldn't, I mean, the task is not to technically do the work for you, but in general, this is your work, and then you have to do, and your supervisor must provide, okay, advice, okay. uh, Sometimes they provide you the topic, and provide you the field, okay, but you have to explore, you have to do the main exploration, and then find the knowledge gap that you would want to contribute to the knowledge gap, and that work basically worth final year project, or worth a bachelor degree, okay. So that's the our committee will make sure, okay, that your work is in line or at par with the standard of bachelor degree, okay. And of course, if you do it, the work, you have to do it in uh, organized manner. So all have to be documented and nicely, okay, compiled, okay, into a final year project report, okay. So normally, okay, you will have to submit a hard copy, okay, but beginning last semester and onwards, they will no longer be hard bound submission. So we, at the end of the final year project 2, okay, which will happen in next year, okay, we will provide a submission link, okay, where you can submit your soft copy, and then of your final year project report, okay. Okay, of course, I believe most of you have registered for your final year project, okay. And you were supposed, before you can uh, register for final year project, or eligible to register, the total accumulated credits must be over or equivalent to 90 credits. Okay, I think that's the task for your academic advisor to check before they uh, endorse your registration, for especially for particularly for final year project, okay, part 1, okay, so, FRP 1, okay. And Okay, beginning this semester, we are following the quality management standard of the engineering, okay, Faculty of Engineering. Why I'm saying that it cannot it can it you don't have to do it back to back, okay, because okay, final year project you are allowed to okay withdraw FRP1 or even FRP2. You are allowed to withdraw. Okay, so for example, if you do FRP1 this semester, okay, and then next semester for some reason, okay, you cannot continue FRP2, but you are still active and want to okay take other subjects, but you can take FYP2 in the next semester, or okay, there's a gap, okay, meaning that there is no longer back-to-back rules or consecutive semester rules, because uh, as instructed by the quality of the of the engineering standard. All right. So the total credit for FRP1 and FRP2, it should carry about 6 credits, whereas FRP1 is 2 credits and FRP2 is 4 credits. Okay, in terms of the work or the hour that you should spend for your project. Okay. Okay, so the student supervisor assignment, in general, okay, student will be distributed based on the program or department, okay, division. So we have practiced the same arrangement, okay. Like for example, okay, in general, okay, our student should do or should complete or do the final project with the lecturer in power department, also for electronic department, and also for uh, mechatronics students. Okay, basically, uh, we will allow okay student to cross if the ratio or the number of student to lecturer ratio okay is permissible. For example, for SKE student, there are many students. Okay, the ratio okay student to lecturer, okay, the student are more than the lecturer, so we will allow some of the SKE student to do project under SKEM or SKEL. Okay, even the some of the unit, like for example unit, they don't have enough students, okay, they are allowed to okay for SKE to do the student to do multidisciplinary project. But for SKEM student, unfortunately there are limited number okay in SKEM student, so it's barely enough for the student to be distributed among the control and mechatronic engineering division. So we don't allow student to okay have the supervisor outside of SKM student, and do not allow SKEM student to have super or to be assigned to a supervisor outside than mechatronic division. Good, number one. Number two, for special arrangement by the school. For example, last semester there are students involved with the program with the Intel. I think this semester still ongoing. So that's a special arrangement. So we will okay communicate with the program coordinator, okay, like Intel program coordinator. So who are the suitable supervisor? That's special arrangement because that's a program under the school and also the program under the faculty. So that is a different situation. Okay. And on the 10th of October, okay, we will open a form FYP 10 where each student have to fill the online form, okay, to select the area. Okay. Okay, so if you go to the website, it's it's still not there, okay, because we haven't activated the button. Okay, it shouldn't be appear, but if even if it appear, I think the form is still closed. So we're going to give you some time to do some exploration or okay. So what we going to happen? You within the permissible selection or consideration, okay, you can approach any selected or supervisor, uh, then and then you discuss with the supervisor and then send the uh, recommendation, okay, or support to the coordinator. Okay, coordinator. And then, even in the form, we will okay ask you any suggested supervisor, but you must do the work first before you see filling the form, which is you have to have a engagement with the supervisor, not just simply put the name in the form. Okay, so that not going to be a priority, okay, to assign you to the particular supervisor unless okay you have engaged the supervisor or the possible supervisor, and then okay, make a support letter and then send a recommendation letter to the coordinator. Okay, the I mean the respected coordinator lah. If you're from power, you send to the power coordinator and so on. Okay. Uh, so and anyway, at the end, by first week of the academic, okay, calendar, we will send you or will assign you a supervisor. Okay, based on the criteria lah. First, we based on the uh, what you have filled in the FYP 10 form and also the supervisor that you suggest. Okay, suggest means that it must come with a support letter or some communication for okay, so really that we can assign you to the supervisor, particular supervisor. But you have to remind, you have to know that the number of students that we can assign to a supervisor is limited. Okay, we cannot assign everyone to a supervisor. Okay, we need to distribute the students. Okay, we need to distribute the student to supervisors. Okay, basically, once it has been uh, assigned, then your supervisor will stay until the end of final year project 2. Okay, and then you have to immediately contact your supervisor. Right. Later I will email you this presentation slide. Okay. Meanwhile, probably if you want to like have some idea of your project, okay, I have compiled some videos from the video of demonstration of your seniors. Okay. Maybe you can browse the list. This for 2020, 2021. I haven't got the time to upload. At least you can learn something from the videos, okay, or probably give you some idea on how to do the final year project. I didn't select the video from best or any quality. I believe any video you can learn something. Okay, then you to decide. Okay, right. So now first I want to bring your attention. You must register the correct code. I think this always some students mix up with the codes. I think that they are confused, or I think I have to do something like in next semester where I have to remind this academic advisor or the office. For example, if you are an SKE student, you should register for SKE 4812, the code. Okay, I know some of you may have enrolled to the Intel project. Okay, you are doing the electronic project. So you were thinking that, okay, I should register for SKA. No, you are registering for the wrong code. So registering the code is, okay, to make sure that you your mark or your grade is properly calculated or based on your codes. Okay, so now I still have time and to check or to correct or to rectify the codes. Okay, I will show you later the list of students of that have registered the wrong code. Okay, so and then you have to make sure that, okay, your study is well managed. Okay, study to make sure uh, so you at some point, especially at week 8, okay, week 8, if you think you cannot carry on with your final year project, you are allowed to withdraw. Okay, don't wait until the end of the semester. Okay, sometimes, okay, withdraw is the best option, but I don't condone you to withdraw easily. Okay, you should, okay, especially what going to happen this semester will keep track, or we will communicate with the supervisor and ask how's the communication or the work between the student and the supervisor. Okay, and then you must record all your work, uh, your final year project on a logbook. But this semester I will explain. We are not going to use the physical logbook as usual. And then you have to attend the online research methodology, which will happen in the first week. Basically, I will deliver the research methodology. We explain you some of the technical parts of a final year project. Okay, and then also we will provide a action plan. Okay, and we'll send to from time to time, share with you from time to time through email. Okay, the action plan. So basically, action plan is tell you how or when or what to do for each week. Okay, but for final year project, you are not allowed to repeat your grade. No, no, you cannot re-register for example, you done your final project 1 now, you cannot repeat for the next semester. Okay, so please take attention to this student. Okay, I have checked. Okay, for example, okay, uh, this first student, your program is SKEL, but you have registered for SKE 4812. Please correct that. Okay, this 4 student I have detected have registered the wrong code. So how to correct or rectify this? Okay, next semester, you just contact the coordinator, okay, and then fill the registration form, and ask for their endorsement. Okay, and then correct or make the correction lah. Make the correction. You fill the form, registration form. Okay, get the signature from the coordinator, and then send it back to the office. Okay, email it to the office counter. Okay. Basically, you can contact the coordinator. Okay, but don't have to contact me. But if you somehow coordinator is unreachable, you can ask for my endorsement. That's okay. Right. So this semester, like the last semester, we postpone the usage of physical logbook. Okay, but we want you to record your activity. Okay, use your own methods. Okay, you can have a file, or you can have a book or something. Okay, and then we provide you a final year project activity summary. Okay, final year project summary. Okay, this is the link, and also this. Okay, we will basically email you or share with you, but you can download the activity summary. So, but the activity summary basically will uh, give you some guided question, okay, on what you should do at each week, okay, every week. But it is just a guide, okay. All the activity, okay, should be done with the supervision of your supervisor. Okay. So if your supervisor have their own set of tasks or question that you need to fulfill, okay, follow your supervisor. But for this summary activity, it basically just a guide for you. Okay, for example, for each week, what you should begin with. Okay, what you should do until the end of the semester. And then from that record or summary, activity summary, okay, some of it you have to summarize and then make it into a e-portfolio entries. Okay, I will explain about that. That it will be evaluated, okay, considered in your grading or your as your mark. Okay, so this is the action plan. Now we are at the briefing, 6th of October. And now we are sitting here or attending the online briefing. Okay, then next week, okay, we will open the FYP 10 form. Okay, where you probably have decided the field, or done your research or work on the specific project that you want to do, and then and then the rest, okay, for example, list of student supervisor will be distributed on the first week by the 20th of October. So you should get the student supervisor list, and also will confirm on the website. And so you can refer to the FYP form, for example, the research methodology, okay. And like, for example, in the week 5, so there are things that you have to fulfill. For example, week 3, the topic proposal form, okay, you have to complete. And then week 5, this is the evaluation. That's the first evaluation will carry the mark. Okay. So the date, okay, written on the written on the week under the week 5 is the due date. Okay. So you should have completed the first portfolio entry on the week 5. Okay, where your supervisor will look into your portfolio, but the evaluation here, the first process, okay, based on your progress. Okay, based on your progress. meaning that based on what you have from what you have demonstrated through the communication and discussion with your supervisor. Okay, and then the action plan give you the week by week instructions, like when is the due date for the withdrawal, and then the second evaluation. Okay, and then for FYP1, okay, week 14, it should what happened, you should have done your slides. Okay, you have done with discussion with your supervisor. Okay, you have make the presentation slide, and then you should send it to your panel or your seminar panel. Okay, so seminar, I think okay, we stick with the plan of online seminar based on the circular, academic circular, where your class will be blended learning. I mean, uh, okay, blended learning, where you are allowed to enter the lab, okay, at some point or some with some standard, following the standard of procedure, or okay, um but the seminar, I think we will stick on the online seminar. Okay, where 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 the seminar, okay, will be held or like this lah, like using the WebEx or other platform, online platform. Okay, I just want to remind you, okay, this semester you will take the capstone seminar, capstone capstone lab, okay, capstone lab. So it will be hectic. Your schedule will be very packed. So that's why I always receive a request student to move the online seminar to the study week. But we this is what we have carry out from semester to semester, where we do the seminar before the study week. So majority of the student, okay, or was okay, because we don't want to disturb you during the study week. And you have to remember that you have your capstone. Capstone is going to happen at the same week, semester, this semester. So manage your time carefully. Okay, be alert on the dates, on the week, okay, on the task. But basically, capstone is a group project. Okay, whereas final project is an individual project. Okay, so if you have to, okay, properly manage your time from now, even from now, uh, and then uh, keep on the progress. Okay, make sure that yourself on track. Okay, don't let yourself wasting any precious moment or time on your study. Okay, this is a reminder. So usually we will not change, okay, the week of your seminar. Again want to remind you, the online seminar will happen a week before your study week, and happen to be on the same week of the capstone seminar. Okay, same week. But we understand we're not going to make it on the same day. Okay, but it's going to happen on the same week. Okay, so that's the deadline of your, for example, week 14, your portfolio submission, the third, and then the final deadline of FFE draft, that's the week, and then the report. So your report, you should send it to your supervisor, and let your supervisor evaluate, comment, and give some suggestion. Then you make amendment, revision, then you send the report to the second reader. The second person or second lecturer who is going to evaluate your report. So, and then this second reader or the report evaluator is basically one of your seminar panels. Okay. This is the distribution of the mark. For example, okay, your supervisor, okay, the total mark that your supervisor should carry is 55%. Okay, then the rest will be from the seminar panel and also the report examiner, the final year project examiner. Okay, so it is this final year project is designed so that not only your supervisor evaluate your project, but there are others, other lecturer will look into your project which you deliver in the final year seminar, okay, final year project seminar, and also report, okay, whatever that you have report into your project into a report. So make sure it is nicely compiled, okay, with the proper flow and the format. Okay, we will instruct you which format we should do, and then the content. Okay, we will have give you some briefing on that during the research methodology. So this is the summary for FRP1. Okay. Uh, in between the FIP 10 and 11, there will be topic, okay, topic selection. 10A, that's a new procedure we will add into this final year implementation. Okay. Then the rest is like the progress, the seminar portfolio, and then also your report. FFP and of course survey basically to get your feedbacks. Okay. Okay, so the Eportfolio, I think you all know what is Eportfolio. One of the tools for student, okay, apart from e-learning. So you have Eportfolio, which okay basically provided by the university. Okay, so for final year project, we okay have decided that you have to turn some or summarize some of your report activity into a portfolio entries. So basically, your supervisor uh, should know, or because this has been going for some semesters, so the supervisor have their own e-portfolio account. So they have to make a page, okay, a page where you have to send your uh, entries through the page that your supervisor going to create. So you just let your supervisor know that you need to submit the e-portfolio. I think they should know because we had given the uh, briefing to the lecturers about e-portfolio. Okay. So this is the process you can go through later. I will share these slides. Okay. Okay, so this is just giving you some idea what's going to happen in final year project 2. Okay, this is not in details. So basically, again, you have to register using the same code. Then you are allowed to withdraw final year project according to the faculty standard or quality management standard. So you are allowed to withdraw. what we have been doing for the past semester, we did not allow students to withdraw, but this time we will follow the instruction or the standard instructed by the faculty, the engineering faculty of engineering. So you will be allowed to withdraw, okay, and then you continue your block book, okay, and then also the same thing, there will be action plan. Similar, same like final year project 1, you are not allowed to repeat your grade. The distribution of the mark a bit different, whereas your seminar carry more marks. 5 marks is will shifted or put more 5 more marks put on the seminar. Okay, so supervisor carry about 50% of your mark for FYP2, because on the seminar there will be demonstration. A demonstration where you have to demo the working, or you have to show in front of your panel the project, running, the actual project running. But we will follow or look at the situation. If everyone is permissible to enter, so we will arrange the seminar will be face to face. Otherwise, okay, what will happen? We will replace the demo with the video submission. Okay, but that's going to happen next year, okay, and then we will announce the actual procedure lah. Okay, so this is just the summary. Yeah, I think that is just what I want to cover for this briefing. Now I will open to everyone. If you have any question or anything want to ask, okay, please.
Good evening, doctor. I want to ask something.
Okay.
Let's say what if I want to choose my own supervisor? What should I do?
Okay. This choose, basically you can suggest. Okay, you can suggest your a supervisor. In the FRP 10 form, so there will be a part where you can put a supervisor name. Okay, but before that, we want you to engage with the possible supervisor. Engage, okay, engage with the possible supervisor, and then make, okay, okay, basically you communicate with the supervisor, and then make some official letter lah, okay, and then stating that supervisor is willing to be your supervisor, to be willing to supervise your project, and then send it email the letter to the coordinator. So that will basically support the name that you suggest. But again, I want to remind you, okay, the number of students that we can assign to a particular supervisor is very limited. Okay, very limited. We cannot assign, okay, all students to a particular supervisor. So, okay, pray for the best. Okay, and then King, leave it the rest to you lah, to make the effort, okay, to engage. So we always hope for the best for the student and also for the faculty, for the school. Okay, right. Does that answer your question?
Oh yes, thank you, doctor.
Okay.
Doctor,
Yeah.
I have a question, doctor.
Ya, boleh.
Question, Doctor, is it required for us to be present in UTM or?
Oh, okay.
Mm.
Okay, I think based on the circular from the basically from the MKN and higher education, okay, final year students are allowed to apply to come back, okay, uh, provided or for the reason that okay probably you have to okay do the experiment, okay the experiment or enter the lab, but there are some requirements like for example you have to be complete second dose, and also the student are coming in batch, I mean they are not coming in one lot or one go. So probably I think if you apply you want to come back, okay, you probably will come back even before the semester break, okay. So that is out of our my control. Although I have to admit that basically I'm the principal of College Dato' On Jaafar KDOJ, but I'm not. But basically that that process is handled by the student affairs office. Okay. So you have to discuss with your supervisor. Okay. I think like what happened last time. Okay, this is what I've been observing. Okay, last time, okay, where sometimes okay students were allowed, and then sometimes okay they were allowed lockdown, and then all the lab were closed. Okay, so I think now you have to discuss with your supervisor. Okay, if you do some project, if you do something that manageable, if you want to do manageable when there is some disaster or outbreak or lockdown. Okay, if you can do it all in simulation, okay, probably you don't have to. Probably you have just have to come back to UTM once, or to come just meet your supervisor, not even staying in UTM. Okay, or you do some project that okay hardware, but hardware that is not required okay to go to the lab, okay, do some sample testing and so on. Your supervisor have experience, okay, they have gone through okay once or 2 years, okay. I think they should can advise or look into the best way that you can manage. Okay, like my student, if any hardware, okay, I will make sure that hardware does not involve any verification for like entering the lab. Okay, but of course I have to make sure the quality is at par of final year project. So so in my opinion, you have to discuss with your supervisor. But okay, but if you have already some idea, okay, you can already make a move lah. Okay, if you want to enter, you enter. The situation in the college or in the campus lah is this is my advice lah, yeah, to all students. Okay, it's not like in the outside, meaning what to say, okay. When you enter, you live in the campus, so there are some restriction, like for example for now until 15 October students are not allowed to go out, okay, as freely as before. Okay, so they're only allowed to go out 2 times per week, and for each time for 3 hours, for example. Okay. Okay, so the student are like many students are now in the campus are already complaining lah. Okay, some of you may be inside. Okay, I know the situation. But the decision is not under okay far away lah from the final year project committee. Okay, but the decision is based on the university emergency response team, so based on their evaluation. You have to remember the virus or the pandemic is still there. Even though all that are vaccinated, doesn't mean that we are invisible or we not going to happen. Nothing is not going to happen to us. You still have to be careful and then follow the SOP. Okay, so you have to you have to discuss lah with the supervisor. Okay, probably there are some reason lah you have to enter, like for example, it's not conducive for you. Okay, you need to come and then have a room or stay in the campus to have a steady internet, for example. Okay, but you can use the reason, or you can use you can put a reason that you want you to enter the lab, whatever. But fourth year, basically they can consider to come back. Okay, right. But I think if you want to come back, it's not only for the final project lah. Memang other matters or other judgment that requires you to come back to the campus. Okay, I let you decide. Okay, discuss with your supervisor or discuss with your guardians. Right?
Thank you, sir.
Sir,
Thank you.
Yes.
so I ask questions. So I think this is our difficulties to all international students who not live in Malaysia currently. So 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 if let's say there is a lab session in the FIP1 or FIP2, and there's a lot of strict rules in the country, like in Indonesia, we cannot. It's really hard to go to outside country, outside to Indonesia. And is it possible that we do lab in the university inside Indonesia? Like if my friend want to do some lab, some like electronic things, so they can use lab in the Universitas Indonesia or maybe in ITB and so on. Is it possible?
That's up to the university. Right. Up to the university that you want to collaborate. If they're willing, that's fine. It's no problem. It's just probably you need some letter kan? You check letter or
yes.
Letter, or it's okay. You can ask the school, or even you can ask the final year project community to provide the support letter lah. It's okay.
Okay, thank you, Doctor.
Yes.
Sir, I have two questions. Number one is regarding the supervisor. Can any lecturer we know be a supervisor, like any lecturer we used to have courses with?
Like I said, like for example, okay, so it's a bit different from a division to another division. Okay, let's say we only have 3 program, right? SKE, SKEL, and SKEM. Okay, so for SKE, the number, there are more than 100 students. Okay, almost 200 students. So they have surplus of student. I mean in terms of the ratio, there are many students with the number of their lecturers. So that SKE student, okay, some of them we will allow them to choose, or to choose a different area. Okay, from SKE. So let's say they want to do with SKEM or mechatronics or electronic. Same thing like SKEL, but I think by SKEL, I think they're limited. Okay.
I mean, how do we know that? Yeah, how do we know that the lecturer is assigned to which SKL or SKM?
Of course, like,
is there a supervisor list?
Yeah, no. Simple. If you look at the department or unit, okay, we have a division. Like we have mechatronic division, we have com division. Okay, we have electronic division, we have a power division. So for mechatronic division, basically they are caretaker of SKEM program. SKEM program, as the name inside in the division, mechatronic. So mechatronic. Electronic, like communication. Okay, so they are caretaker of SKEL program. Okay, and power. Okay, they are caretaker of SKEE program. So that's how you know. Okay, this lecturer. Okay, and then you can Google the lecturer names and then look where they do sit inside the division. Okay, for example, I myself, okay, under the division of mechatronic. Okay, mechatronic, control and mechatronic engineering division. So basically, I should only receive student, okay, from SKEM and probably some from SKE. But SKEM student, because we have very limited number of students to be distributed among the CMET or the Control and Mechatronic Engineering Division, so we usually don't, okay, transfer the student to other to other division or SKM student. So that is how we manage. Okay, it's not no prejudice or whatever. We based on the number of student to the lecturer lah. Okay, but if you like for example you have the enthusiasm to do project under SKEL, but you can always assign a co-supervisor. Number of co-supervisor is unlimited, but it depends lah. Up to the willingness of your main supervisor and co-supervisor. Co-supervisor can be even from different faculty, no problem. You can put your if you can request for us to assign or appoint your co-supervisor from other, then we will make a letter appoint the co-supervisor. Co-supervisor has no restriction, no problem. But main supervisor,
What is
a bit tricky.
course supervisor? What is main?
Main is the main lah, the main supervisor. Co is like the assistant or the supervisor also. Okay, but giving you advice, okay, and giving you some access to
The head of the division, right?
no, co-supervisor can be any lecturer. Any lecturer.
C-O-R-E.
CO.
Oh, C-O, co-supervisor. I see.
Co-supervisor. A co-supervisor means that the assistant supervisor basically lah. But okay. So you can co-supervisor can be anyone. It can be from even from different faculties. Let's say you want to have a co-supervisor from humanities or from statistics, from mathematics, for some reasons you want. But okay, but of course we will look into the matter, but usually no problem. Okay.
So, regarding the second question, what is the difference between the area and the topic?
Area and topic. Area and topic. Okay. So area. This is based on the form, right?
Yeah, Form 1. Like,
FYP
how do we
1.
select the area? Is it, are there options to select from, or?
Yeah, the in the form. Okay. Later when the form is open, okay, on the form is open, the area is I think if I'm not mistaken, the area is basically what UI electronics. Okay, and then there are under electronics, there are other topics. Electronics, you can do um, radio or antenna study. Okay, you can go for communication or you can go for IoT. You can go for simulation, the material or whatever. Okay, same like area in mechatronics. There are different topics. Okay, you can do robotics. Okay, you can do, or you can select robotics, or you can select control, or you can select instrumentation. You can select programmable logic controller. So those are the difference between area and topics. So topics is basically much more deeper lah. The breadth is much much deeper. Okay,
The
it's like,
topic is really selected, right?
sorry, is you is provided, and then you can select according your preferences, according
Oh,
to
so
the
there is a
rating.
list we select from, right?
Yeah, it's in the later when the FRP 10 is open, you can see. Sorry, I forgot to. Let me find
Not
the
the area.
form. Hang on. Okay. Give me a minute. FYP. Hang on. Let me find the form first. Okay. No. Hang on. I will stop sharing.
Hello?
Hello, test.
Loading, sabar Sat.
Okay, sorry. Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
My Webex crash. I think it's now restored. So if you can see the form here. Okay, for example, this is the PDF sample of a. It's not the form is not going to be like this. Like we convert the form into a Google form. Okay, so you can see. Okay, for example, you are SKE student. Okay, so there are their topics. Okay, topics. Okay, then you give ranking. Okay, ranking. Okay, which one number one is the most or you most confident to do, and then three is the least topic that you want to get involved or do your final year project. Okay, so that's basically the form lah. Okay, this form. So we will give you some of the topics. Okay, you can check. Of course, there one way how you can decide the topics is to get to know a supervisor, and then and then choose the proper topics that align or match with the supervisor. Of course, like I said, if you want to approach or suggest a supervisor, you have to like give a proof that you have engaged with the supervisor lah. Okay, through the communication, the email. Okay, okay, I think. Okay, anything else?
Sir, how do we know the supervisors in SKEL and SKEM and SKE again?
How do you know?
Like we've been taught by many lecturers, but we don't know to which division they belong. How do we find out?
Okay, you can check. You can check at the. You can check at the FKE website.
Yeah, in the
There's
directory they say they are part of SKE. They don't specify SKEL or SKEM or so.
no, like I said, you should by now you should understand that for SKEE, you look at the top. SKE is under power.
Oh, I see.
Okay, like SKEM, okay, they are robotics, mechatronics. Okay, SKEL, they are electronics, they are DSP, they are computer engineering, medical electronic communication, and so on. Of course, it's not direct, okay, but you can you can link, okay, you can relate the information, okay. You can know by checking where the division the lecturer is, and then match with the program.
Okay.
Doctor,
Yeah.
for students who haven't registered for FYP1, you do extra credit. Can we still fill in the FYP10 form on the 10th?
You haven't registered tapi you want to fill the FYP 10 form.
Yes.
Macam tu.
Sebab,
Tapi registration is just formality kan. But of course eventually you have to register kan.
yeah.
Tak apa boleh isi. Yes. You can fill. Yeah. You can fill the form.
Thank you, Doctor.
Doctor,
Yes.
will we get the recordings? Because I missed the front session. I mean the front.
It's okay. I will will email to everyone.
Okay, thank you, Doctor.
Okay. Anything else? I think if you have any question, sometime a question pop up later. Okay, you can always.
So is it possible to make a WhatsApp group or Telegram group for the whole FYP student?
If we go WhatsApp, I think it's not enough. I think Telegram. I will arrange that.
Because it will be faster than mailing.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you, Doctor.
Doctor,
yeah.
can I have a clarification on what's the difference between FYP1 and FYP2? Like, are we doing the same project for FYP2?
You are doing the same project, working on the same project, but the difference is that the deliverance, mean what you delivery at the end of the semester. For example, FYP1, you will only deliver the proposal or the suggestion and also some preliminary results. Okay, so that is what on paper. Okay, and FYP2 you should complete with the working concept. Okay, with the proof. Okay, let's say you want to test a hypothesis hypothesis, and then or you want to create a working system. So you have to demonstrate that system working. For FRP1, it's up until the preliminary result or some part of the project. Okay, don't have to complete everything. But what I suggest, you should have like put your most effort, okay, to complete the project, make it working, even the prototype, even during the FRP1, because your FRP2 not going to not supposed to be the time you started to do your hardware or started to put everything together. Okay, everything must have been put together during FRP1, because you know project, okay, to make it nice, okay, and complete, okay, it must be tested. Okay, even you create a model, whatever, a good model, okay, you have test everything. Okay, of course, I think what going to happen is always like last minute. Okay, but this is just my um, advice. If you want to make sure that your project is stand out, okay, uh, target that you can complete your project, you make it working all together as a system during FFP1. But FFP1, the credit is only two credits. Okay, 2 credit. We don't expect you. Okay, we don't like expect you to complete everything during this FFP1. But FFP1 it should be like you find the proper things or the actual thing that you want to do, which not repeating the same thing like the other people do. Okay, you giving a contribution, okay, making a significant development on the topic or the things that you want to do. Okay, that's the difference, the deliverance, or the thing that you want going to deliver at the end of the semester. Okay. Okay.
Okay, Doctor. Thank you so much.
I think if you have any question, like for example, like I think like you nak ikut conference untuk paper mana, okay. That's, I think maybe in the Telegram group we can discuss that. Okay. I think I need to stop the briefing. Let this is just a starting point to everyone, to us. Okay, and hope the best, all the best for your project and future endeavor. So with that, I conclude lah our briefing, and then we will meet again later. Okay, thank you very much, everyone.